Welcome back to the CRUST, where we continue to make great progress across all dimensions. On the moon over here, on the surface of the moon in the crater, we have cleaned most of the debris. I see there is one here, and actually there is one more over there. We're gonna need to clean that. But everything else has been clean, right? There's a lot of space here, so that's great. And even below, right, in the last few episodes, we have really cleaned this up. We have now a belt for all of a bus, for all of the ore. We have a bus for the, let's call it basic materials, right? Your iron, your steel, sorry, your steel, titanium bars, etc. And then we're starting to transform this into, the, let's call it the intermediate, resources like microcircuits, the titanium plates, the components. It's gonna be time to move forward though, right? Like we have all of this, now it's time to move forward. I've also started to dig a bit more in the back over there to be able to expand, those living quarters. We still don't have anybody living here, but we have the bed, we have the food, so, we're ready. The one main thing I did in between the two episodes is over here. We used to have actually, a miner over there, which has straight up disappeared. I don't know if it's a bug, if it's, one of the patches or not, but the thing has straight up disappeared. I cannot rebuild a new miner. And again, you can go into my old recordings and I'm sure you'll see it, but there's nothing left over there. So I don't know what happened, but because of this, what I've done now is I have actually added one more of this multi-regolis refinery, and I've started to dig over there. There's a silicon deposit, so I think we're gonna bring this silicon deposit there. The reason I added one more of this regolis is basically I was a bit low on this titanium ore on this belt over here. The titanium over there was a bit low, so I wanted to increase this. You can see, this is almost empty versus everything else is basically full. So I wanted more titanium, but to get more titanium, I needed obviously to do more of this filtering per minute, but I also needed, a new building because I'm limited by the belts basically. If you look over here, this is 90 per minute, right? We're already at 120 per minute with the with the second upgrade. This one is only upgrade level 1. I need to spend 70,000 to get to upgrade level 2, right? And this one is the basic one is like 60. But yeah, with the belt, right now my belt is limited to 150. So I was limited there. So I added, one more with the new belt. This way we're not limited by that belt. I am researching and almost done researching, the Mark III, which will move to 300, so that will definitely help. But we do have a problem, which is we don't have any research right now because, my rover hasn't been moving. I haven't done a contract, in a few minutes. So we're gonna want to do this. We did unlock something very important, just before the beginning of this episode, which is over here. We have the modular terminal factory. This is going to enable us to create one of the key resources we don't have yet in terms of production, which is over, where is it? Over here, the modular frames, right? So definitely, or is it modular terminal? Terminals or frames, I don't remember, maybe both. We're gonna want to build this. That's it. So before we do this, as I said, let's make sure that we get over here some miners. And by the way, talking about the miners, you probably know by now, but some of the deposits you can place 2, some you can only place 1. Yeah. So you have to basically, test a bit. It depends how big it is, but you need to have 9 out of 9. And then you can see, can I place another one? Like here, this is 6. It's not gonna work. I don't think this one is gonna work. Maybe over there, yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm maybe able to do it like this. Look, 1 and then 2. So that's a great production. We're going to get that built. We're going to get a conveyor belt, right? And we want to go basically over here. Up. What's happening to my conveyor? Why it doesn't want to get built? Okay, so this one and that one. We're gonna need to upgrade this, but let's build it first. Let's get some of my drones to deliver the resources. We're gonna need electricity. Let's see, I have electricity here. Let's continue that one. Make it straight. Okay, not actually straight, sorry. But almost, right? So it counts. Up. Okay, so they're gonna build all of this. That should increase even further my production. So as I said, we're gonna want to upgrade this whole thing though. And we're gonna want to upgrade that one and that one. Okay. And then we can upgrade this to 120. This one we're not gonna upgrade right now because as you can see, what's happening? Oh yeah, the problem is basically these belts. What I could do is have the belt instead go here. And then I wouldn't be limited by that one. That's maybe the good idea. Let's go. Up, up, up. Build, and then dismantle this one here. Right. This way this is gonna be full. Okay. Good. Good, good. So, yeah. There's a few on the floor. Try to make them deliver it because there's space in all of those things. I don't like to have things on the floor. If you're just tuning in, this is the big news. I don't like to have things on the floor. Okay, so that's some progress there. Let's see what happens. I do want you to double check, sorry, that this is indeed up. This was not open somehow. Okay, that's not good. And same for this one. Let's open it. That way they can deliver easily. We may want to turn this one around, but I'm very worried that if I delete it, the mine is gonna disappear somehow. Anyway, moving forward, we have an urgent contract. It is not giving us some... Sorry, let me pause. It is not giving us any science, but the good thing is that it is actually a lot of money for microcircuits that we have and microprocessor we don't have, but 20 of these is probably less than 200. So let's accept it and let's go directly into the market. So we're looking for these guys. Ooh, they are actually quite expensive, but wait, we need 20. So this is 70,000. We're still going to make a really good profit, in my opinion. So I'm happy we did it. Okay, do that. Wait for it to be delivered, and then we can just send it. We haven't started to really automate those deliveries with the elevators and things like this, but I think we're gonna do that pretty soon. So 280, if we can be fast, that'll be great. It is not a lot of tons, so it shouldn't be a problem. Yes, perfect. Let's go. Hopefully they focus on this. I mean, obviously, yes, doing some maintenance from time to time, but as you can see, delivering quickly like this, perfect. That should be pretty fast. So going back over here, as I said, an important element now is I want to start the new production, which is over here, the modular terminal. And maybe we're gonna do also carbon fiber, but modular terminal first is gonna take the components and the microcircuits. Okay, the contract has been done already, perfect. That was a great one. So for now, I think I'm just going to put, you know, one, like I'm not gonna do a big burst, but I think we're gonna do, you know, something like this. So it is actually going to make those modular terminals, and you know, there is two. I didn't check which one was what. So actually we're gonna turn it around, sorry, to avoid having too much belts. So we're gonna do T to flip it, right? This way what will happen is here I'm gonna put this like this, EV, right? And then this one will come there. In the future, maybe we'll have underground one, but it's fine like this. And then, you know, we can have a storage. I don't know if we need such a big storage, but at the same time, they don't actually cost that much, so we can put it, it's fine. I'm gonna put it right next to it. Okay, so again, I know this is not like a big bus or anything like this, but it should be enough for now to get us started. I found some resources there. Oh, and there too, there's quite a bit actually. This is right in the middle of my bus, that's not great. Is there anything on this side? No. So I already did it over here, okay. So I think it's also time probably to delete this one and rebuild it, you know, closer. Because the further you are, the more energy it costs, right? So it's not that interesting. But yeah, we finished this, okay. Are they doing some cleanup? No, they are not doing some cleanup over here. They're gonna do the cleanup. Ah, okay, they're doing cleanup here. That's fine. But can you build those things, please, also? So we can get started. And then, yeah, let's talk about over here. We have the CPUs, that's great. I think we're still making enough water, yes, and air, oxygen, so that's fine. Do I have the space already to create, oops, sorry, to create a new building for my carbon fiber? Yeah, sounds, oh no, it's not. I want to make it nice and symmetrical, for now at least. So 15 by 15, perfect. We need a door. What's happening? Yeah, they're not happy because I didn't put a door, but I'm gonna put one. Give me 1 second. So actually, let's put it over here. I don't know if we need a door for the back. Let's for now start like this. Okay, so they're gonna build that too. It's gonna take a second. It's gonna use a lot of my miners though, so I guess we shouldn't do another contract right now. A few minutes later and it has been built. It's starting. Great animations, by the way. Don't often spend enough time, but look at this. There's a level of detail on the computer. I mean, in the future we're gonna have some colonies working there, right? So and over here, so it's really cool. It's really cool. So this machine is now again taking components and microcircuits to make the modular terminals, which we needed for fixing the cargo terminal. Right. At the same time, on the other hand of my base there, right, you can see the 2 miners are also started. I upgraded them, so they are making 30 per minute. So we're talking about 60. Should we upgrade this one too? Just to be safe. And this one, okay. This way we have no lag at all. It's going there. This one is already upgraded, perfect. So it goes here, it goes inside, right, and it's gonna be turned into even more things. So let's check. We are actually getting this one is getting a bit full, I think. Let's upgrade that too. And that's, we have some storage, so that's something we have to be careful. Yeah, it was mostly this one. So it should be fine now that we've upgraded here. Maybe we need to upgrade that one too, but that should be fine. We're making a lot of slag, that's great. That's gonna give us even more smart concrete that we can sell, but more importantly, I'm really happy to see there's a lot of titanium ore. Alright, so these ones I think are gonna work a bit better now, and hopefully this gets full. Yeah, I see a nice number here. All good. Okay. So over here, this is slowly but surely being built. Good. Now, given that we have 0 of research right now, let's buy some. We can buy in the private lab over here. Wait, I have somebody there, no? So, okay, it's gonna take a second, I guess, to arrive there, but it's fine. Here it is. So I don't know which one I want, to be honest. Let's just take 50,000 for blue, confirm. And then we can also, you know, I'm getting some now because the rover just moved, so that's great. But we can also buy some on the market now. If you go into the CRUST solution there, right, you have the science point. So maybe let's buy a bit of these, you know, so 90 days, 60, that's not too bad. And also 60 of the orange, right? And so now with this, and why 60, yes, rover and 60, perfect, rover and paid lab, perfect. So hopefully now that's gonna restart all of these researches. Perfect. In particular, conveyor, refrigeration, flight control, machinery. We're gonna want to get into the assembler soon. We have the next regolith and next extractor available. So there's a lot of things coming over here. What I also was thinking is over here, I didn't even do the fuel factory. I should probably go into this. So maybe machinery, we can wait. Let's do fuel generator. Maybe let's also stop the excavation. So then we do that one here. Flight control will be also important, but maybe we can wait a bit for the flight controller. Because that's gonna require a lot of resources. But yeah, some good progress. Let me jump a bit in time when some of those things are gonna be built. But yeah, so far I think, you know, this is working well. Okay, we're digging a lot here, so then I'm gonna want my people to clean that up too. And I'll see you when this has been built. Good thing is they have cleaned this whole piece there almost. Great to see. Great to see. So I'm getting a lot of regoliths in now, but we have a problem. We again have too much oxide. And see the oxide over here is not really moving because this is basically full. Like it's not exactly full, but almost, because we're not really using any. So it is time to start using the elevators. What are those elevators doing? You can see I put two over there. It is over here into your storage. Not storage, sorry, logistics. The last one in logistics over here. It's going to be to enable you to bring resources from underground to the surface. You know, if actually, let me also show you, there's a very cool feature where when you place one, you can see both what's happening down and what's happening up. Now, right now it's the night, so it's very hard to see anything upstairs, you know, on the moon. But yeah, this is basically what's happening. It's going to come over here. So now the resources, you know, I'm not gonna need a drone to bring the resources from down to here, to the surface to deliver it, for example, to a landing platform. Now what I can do is two things. The first one is I can build a landing platform like basically here. So the drones just have to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 to deliver. But even better is very soon we're going to unlock the flight control center, right? And with this, actually maybe let me prioritize it even more. I'm gonna go crazy. With the flight control center, we have conveyor outputs and inputs. So with this, we can bring the resources directly into it, and then they will basically not even need any drones to deliver resources, and then we can do contracts, you know, in particular for the steel that I'm very full on all the time, because I don't need my drones to be occupied when there is a contract. They will just deliver. So I think that's gonna be a really cool thing. It's gonna take just a minute, you know, to build those things. I can see now that they are trying to clean this. No reason why. No idea why, sorry, I meant. Let's have maybe a bit less of mining drones. And in the meantime, I do think we're gonna continue mining. Where should we mine? Maybe over here. This is pretty close. So let's mine there. Let's mine there. I do want to remind you that those mines deposit that we find, they're not unlimited, and maybe that's what happened to this one. Basically, it got, you know, empty. But you know, you look at this one, for example, there's only 3,000 units that are left. This one over here, there is 14,000, almost 15,000. So there's really different amounts. This one is a lot bigger. The ice deposits, that's good, important, because otherwise we could have no water. They're taking their sweet time to make this, and also the elevator. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so the first elevator has finally been built. If you look downstairs over here, you can see it, it's been built. There is some steel that's basically going up that elevator, and it will be available there. And we have also finished just now the flight control center research. So we can build this building. As you can see, it's a pretty big one. It's gonna cost quite a bit of things. We have started to make modular frame terminals, so it's fine. We will need to buy a couple of nanotubes and a couple of modular frames, but we have some okay money right now. And again, this is going to enable us to do contracts automatically. Now there is both inputs and outputs into this one. You can see over here and over there. What I'm gonna do if I wonder if I still put maybe I put a small storage there, you know, in front of each of them. Put a small storage like that and like that, and then that storage can go to why does it says silicon? What the? This is supposed to be steel, or at the worst case it would be aluminium, not silicon. Not sure why it's doing this, but okay. So as I said, let's put the conveyor here. Okay, and then we can say this is over there. Then we can put the next one there, or we could have one belt and then we can use the functionality. Let me show you quickly. What you can do is even have just one line where all of the conveyors are going, but then what you do is by default you're going to lock the output, and you only unlock it when you need a certain resource. And then at some point maybe you have some on the belt that you don't need anymore, you can drop it on the floor by just clicking over here and drop resource. But this way you only have one belt that costs less, right? So yeah, this is going to be my steel, and this one I think we said will be the aluminium, and we can in the future do even more, right? Like continue. This is, oops, not at all what I wanted to do. That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, let me build this and I'll show you how we can then do some contract automatically, and in particular being able to deliver on an ongoing basis things that we produce a lot of. That could be great. Like this one, for example. This is perfect. And here it is, ladies and gents, it has been built. Look at this beautiful building, big one for sure. Oh, there's also a truck entrance there, but there's definitely, as you can see, inputs and outputs for the belt. Oh, it's not a perfect connection, need to fix this. But yeah, and this one is full, but it's not going on the belt, right? Because again, I have blocked this one. If I unblock it, it's gonna go far. But before we do, let's find a contract that is requiring some of this steel. 5,000, wait, that's a bit too much. I don't have 5,000, right? I have 2,000 now. We can't do this. This was the perfect one because it was a steel, but it's just a bit too big. Could potentially do this one, but I'm trying to find one that is just steel to show you how perfect this is gonna be. In this case, like I'll have no need for perfect this one. 6 days, yeah, that should be fine. So we're gonna accept this one. Right, and send the resources to the flight control center. That's the important thing, right? We don't want to send it anywhere else. You don't want to send it to the landing platform. You send it to the flight control center. We're gonna need also probably 2 cargos, right? It's gonna be 12,000. So let's go with this one here first. Okay, launch it now. We're gonna see, the transport arrive. They can deliver, because right now I have put on, but I could also say off, and then they won't be able to deliver anything. But what they can do, or what I can do, is now unlock this one, and the steel should start flowing. Now, the only small problem is that right now this is a belt level 1. Let's move it to level 2. Oh, I'm gonna need to upgrade all of these though. So let's go upgrade this one. This one. Actually, I can upgrade even further to level 3. Right? Look at this. Because with this, it's gonna flow like super fast, right? I'm thinking one of them hasn't been upgraded actually. Ah, it was this one. Make sure to always upgrade also those distributors. Now you can see it's flowing. All right, let's check it out. Oof, look at this. Oh, why is it empty? What happened? Oh, I think I already had one of these. Yeah, one of these was already getting some resources before I clicked on they can't deliver anything, I guess. But it is. It's full, so it's gone. And then we can put the second one right away. And send the resources. Go for it. Okay, we're gonna need to put the bigger one. Just because I don't want to have to do it 3 times. But yeah, we put a new one. Let's give it a second. Actually, they're already starting to deliver even before it arrives, which is great. And I shouldn't see any drones coming this time. Oh, there is one coming. Okay, so I think there is a problem. This is not working somehow, which is not great, because that means I'm gonna have sometimes some of these that are gonna try to deliver when I don't want them to deliver. I want them to focus on something else. Okay, devs, you need to fix this. This is not good. But we're almost there, right? It was definitely very fast. Next research, ice extractor upgrade, great. But I want to get here to the large solar panel, and I also want to get to the large battery. So we're gonna focus on these now. Yeah, let's put that one actually higher. Then we can go into better mining, maybe machinery after. And it is contract completed. And yes, it did use a couple of my drones, but really not that many. And potentially also I'm guessing that if they were busy, they wouldn't have really come. We do need potentially, you know, to drop this from the belt unless it is needed. So I forgot to lock it back. You know, you can lock it back. You don't have to do this. If you want, what you can also do is put one belt per inputs, right? But at some point you're not gonna have enough belt versus the number of resources. So that's why I like this. I think this is pretty cool. You can also, when you click on this, click here and say, instead of, you know, having all resources, which resource you let go through. But yeah, in this case, again, I think we may want to drop these ones. Let's drop. There's gonna be still a few here, but now they're not coming anymore. Perfect. And then, you know, I can have somebody come and pick those resources. It is, ladies and gents, we have sort of automated basically contracts, right? Not all contracts yet, but at least very basic ones, like for the steel, which should enable me over here to not have this full. You can see this is not full, and therefore this is gonna start working. And so hopefully, you know, this one is already empty, for example. This one is not empty, but you know, that's gonna empty hopefully my oxide. Maybe let's create wait, why is this not working? Yeah, here it is. Maybe we'll put 2 more. Let's go crazy. So 2 more to make sure that this is not the blocker. Okay, up, build all. They're gonna build these ones. We need, oops, sorry, we need electricity as always. Yeah, up, perfect. But yeah, that is great progress. Now we have automated also the modular terminals. Right, we have now a new room, right, over here, so that we can very soon, wait, what is that? Choose production. Yeah, my bad. Still and still. So yeah, we have a new room over here so that in the next episode we can start building also this production, the carbon fiber factory. Transform the food, or the organic material to be more precise, into carbon fiber. And then yeah, we're very close to also unlocking the fuel factory. I think that's gonna be a good one to start making some fuel. And then we can get to the assembler and high-tech factory over here. There's quite a few materials that we can start doing. I am a bit low on electricity. You can see during the night we are quite low. The battery is only 740. We require more than 800. This is mainly also because of this. This is 100 and 5 CPU, by the way, which is again why I want to get to the large solar panel and large battery very soon. So yeah, I think we'll get there in the next episode. I see we do have a problem that we're back to 0, so we're gonna need to move again my people or buy some on the CRUST solution. Right, science point, can go buy one of these. These ones are not that expensive. They don't just, it's not just many days, obviously you have to do it regularly. And yeah, hope you like this one. Smash like button, and I hope to see you next time.